you've got to say it's a pretty lame performance, despite the fact they've got lots of players out. They'll be disappointed with the way they've played tonight, the Stars.
They didn't have too many problems at the top of the order. Fantastic partnership early between Vince and Philippi. That man right there, 83 from 47. A huge win. We can have a look at the summary of what's occurred here tonight. It's all over pretty quickly. To be fair, 152-run win by the Sydney Sixers. It was set up by Vincent Philippi at the top of the order. Moses Enriquez, 76, was outstanding. And then they've knocked over the Melbourne Stars for 61. Just 4 runs more than the lowest ever score in the history of the Big Bash, thanks to Macca's. The bowling card, well, Stevie O'Keefe opened up, took 2 in the first over, and it was pretty much job done. 4 for 14. Abbott, 3 for 14. Curran, 1 for 9. Kerr, 2 for 6. Was on a hat-trick, didn't get to bowl a second over. So much coming. Big Bash tomorrow night and Monday night. Tuesday night as well, and then Wednesday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern, the big build-up to the first ball of the first test of the Ashes.
This is the most exciting test series I can remember on Australian soil for a long time. This is going to be a ripper.
He is unstoppable.
Australians are on fire.
What an innings, what a player. Oh, the catch. Oh, that's a proven delivery.
World class.
Oh, does it get any better than that?
Back at the SCG, here's the story of the night. Glenn Maxwell won the toss, elected to bowl, and the Sixers got away to an absolute flyer. Vince took off from where he left off in the final, 44 from 29, 6 fours. Moses Enriquez came in, played a wonderful knock, but this young man, Philippi, the MVP last year, have a look at this, onto the roof, if you don't mind. 83 from 47. 3 big sixes. This the second of them. Watch out for old mate in the leather jacket. Runs round under the famous member stand, takes an absolute cracker and loves it as well, as did fans of the Sixers. Moses was wonderful. 76 from 38. 8 sixes, 8 fours, 3 sixes. And it was the highest total at the SCG. 4 for 213. Stevie O'Keefe first over. Clark gone. Second ball. Larkin comes in. Second ball. Steve O'Keefe's got 2 for none in his first over. Only hope for the Stars was Maxwell, and he was taken care of by Abbott. Kerr in his first game for the Sixers. What a catch from O'Keefe. He picked up 2 wickets, was on a hat-trick, didn't get an opportunity. The star of the show, though, Steve O'Keefe, absolutely fantastic with 4 wickets. And in the end, it's a 152-run win, the biggest winning margin in the history of the entire Big Bash. The Macca scorecard sees the Melbourne Stars out for a paltry 61. 152-run margin. No one really got going. Neville with 18. Have a look at the figures on O'Keefe. 4 overs, 14 dots, 4 for 14. Abbott 3 for 14. And Kerr is left on a hat-trick with 2 for 6, thanks to Macca's. Megan Barnard, an extraordinary night to kick the whole show off. Big Bash 11 at the SCG.
Yeah, can you believe it? All one-way traffic tonight at the SCG. Thanks, Howie. This man loved every moment of it. We're going to get straight out to the skipper, though. Moses Enriquez is standing by for us. Moses, congratulations on an outstanding win tonight. We'll get to your own performance in a moment, but what does it say about this group, the ability to simply pick up right where you left off last season? It was a special performance tonight.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of fun to be back out on the SCG for a start. We only got 1 game here last year, and it was the final. It was a great night, and it was pretty glad that we could put on a nice show for all of our home fans tonight.
Yeah, Mo, it's bigger. You know, you mentioned a nice show, but the fact is that you absolutely blitzed it in all 3 facets. That must make you feel so pleased on the first game.
Yeah, it was very nice. I thought our fielding, you know, we took all of our chances tonight, and actually in one of our practice games we dropped a fair few, so it was nice to tidy that up tonight, and you know, and support the bowlers like we did, and you know, Flipper and Vinny just set such a beautiful platform at the top of the batting innings and sort of made everyone else's job quite easy coming in. You know, we didn't have to negotiate any sort of tough situations. It was pretty clear what the plans were. It was obviously, you know, when you lose your first wicket in the 9th over, you've pretty much got a licence just to keep going. And
what about your own performance with the bat? It was fearless batting from you. You showed great intent right from the get-go.
Yeah, I mean, it's so nice to come out and I guess when the boys have set such a nice platform, you know, that sort of dictates, you know, how aggressive you can be with the bat, and know that, you know, you still got flipper at the other end if you get out, and you know, we bat all the way down to 9 as well, so. Or 9 or 10. Actually, Steve O'Keefe's hit some winning runs a few times for us as well. So, you know, there's plenty of batting for us, which it gives our, I guess, all of our batters so much freedom to play brave and to play whatever situation they feel like they need to.
Well, Mo, you mentioned Sock, or should I call him Benjamin Button, 36 years of age, just gets better with age. What, forfer and that beautiful catch? Yeah,
I mean, he's just so good to have in your team. I can't. You know, every year he just keeps coming back. He keeps learning. He keeps getting better. You know, how he changes his pace. It's almost like the batter just guesses wrong every time. And I do it in the nets as well when I face him. I'm always guessing the wrong ball that he's going to bowl. You know, it's just so good to have him in your team or have him in our team. And, you know, he just loves it in the field as well. He always wants it. He always wants the ball coming to him. Yeah, he's a pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
We loved every moment of it, Moses. Appreciate your time. Enjoy the win.
Thank you. Thanks.
On you, mate.
Yeah, fantastic stuff from him tonight. Let's have a look now at our 6-wicket recap. Let's have a look at how they got it done in the second innings. And it was all about Steve O'Keefe, 2 wickets in the first over, being the stuff of nightmares for the Stars.
Well, it is. And, you know, the sixes, you know, they're well researched. They've gone with spin first up. But, you know, you hope to get a wicket or 2 in the first couple of overs. But to pick up 2 in the first is fantastic. I mean, that's the arm ball. He bowls it so well, gets through the over so quickly, but that arm action's very quick. And then Sabah comes on. Sean Abbott bowls beautiful length, kissing that sort of top of middle and off. Sam Kerr came on as well. Hayden Kerr came on, I should say, and picked up a couple of wickets, actually on a hat-trick. Didn't get the opportunity to do it. But you always say, Megsy, that if you're trying to bowl in the first 6 overs and take 3 wickets, you'll win most games. But they got 6 in the first 6 overs.
Yeah, that quest for an elusive three-peat, often racing. It is the perfect start for your Sydney Sixers tonight. And it kept on going, Binger.
Well, they did, you know, to think to wrestle them for 61. It's exactly what they wanted to do. Just goes to show, too, that the guys with a bit of extra pace on this green wicket, you know, we didn't really see that venom in the Stars attack, bowling about 130-odd Ks, but the Sydney Sixers, they're well decked out with some good fast bowlers. They've got that wonderful spin option of O'Keefe, and they just had it on a string tonight, but Sock came in, picked up 4 big wickets. Zampa there trying to do his best, you know, to no avail at the end there, but a good clinical win by the Sydney Sixers and a great start once again, backing up what was a great season last year.
Yeah, they love this venue, don't they? The Sydney Sixers, I think they're off to Tassie next to take on the Hobart Hurricanes. That game coming up in a few days' time. But we're going to wrap things up next. You're off the hook because Mark Wall's coming in for his MVPs. He loves that segment. I guess they're all going to be Sydney Sixers players, I'm thinking. But we'll be back after this. But just a reminder, the F1 Grand Prix is going right down to the wire. The Saudi Arabian Grand Prix gets underway at 4:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. You don't want to miss it, so make sure you set your alarm.
Now the race is on then, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't want to give up his opportunity to win an 8th world title and become the greatest of all time. Max Verstappen then, he's going to extend his lead in the Drivers' Championship. He's trying to take the lead from Verstappen. Hamilton isn't prepared to loosen his grip on that championship trophy just yet. It's a battle all the way to the line. Game on, back at the top.
Yeah, welcome back to the SCG and to our Ashley Martin turning point from tonight. And Mark Wall, it was the big wicket of Glenn Maxwell. It all went downhill pretty quickly for the Stars after that.
It did, Megan. They lost 2 early wickets in Clark and Larkin, and then it was down to Maxwell really to resurrect the innings. Unfortunately, he couldn't do that. Sean Abbott got one to nip back and knock over the middle stump of Glenn Maxwell, who's always a big wicket, isn't he, for the Stars? And unfortunately, he was the 3rd wicket, and the rest fell pretty quickly after that.
Disappointing night for the Melbourne Stars. You tipped these 2 sides, you were saying pre-game, to finish as the 2 sides at the end of this season. Do you still confident in that decision?
Well, I mean, the Stars, not on tonight's performance, but they have got lots of players missing, you know, and there is a word out that Dre Russ might be coming to play for the Stars, so that'd be handy. Coulter Nile wasn't here, of course, tonight. Lots of players missing, so hopefully they improve, because that was a demoralising loss tonight. But the Sixers, geez, they look good. So consistent, lots of depth in all areas. They're going to be hard to beat.
All right, well, let's have a look at your MVPs for this season. Thanks to Sixt, your first cab off the rank. June. So who are you going with?
I've got to be honest, I could have given all these three players 3 points. They were so dominating. My 1 point goes to Moses Enriquez, and he got 73 off 30-odd deliveries, so he was striking at 200. So he could have got 3 points, but he was only getting 1 point tonight. So that's how good the Sixers performed. 2 points goes to Stephen O'Keefe, 4 for 14. He broke the back of the top order of the Stars in his first over, 2 wickets, Clark and Larkin. So 2 points for him.
Smart decision to keep him around the Sixers.
Yeah, well, he's still doing the job, isn't he, even at 36 years of age. And the 3 points goes to Josh Philippe.
Yeah.
Superb 80-odd off, about 40-odd balls. Played beautifully, set the tone for the rest of the innings, so he gets my 3 points.
Well done. And, of course, it is all part of a massive few days here on Fox. On Tuesday night, the Melbourne Renegades and the Adelaide Strikers launch their seasons at Marvel Stadium. Then, well, the one we've all been waiting for, the first Ashes Test, gets underway on Wednesday at the Gabba. Our coverage from 10 a.m. Eastern, before a big BBL doubleheader follows that evening live from Launceston and Perth. So get ready for a cricketing bonanza on Wednesday. It's going to be a massive day, and you're going to be front and centre, aren't you, June?
Gee, that's a big week of cricket.
It certainly is.
Plenty to watch. Some great stuff.
Thank you, Junior,
Megan,
for tonight. Thank you to Brett Lee. Thank you to Mark Howard. And thank you for your company. Congratulations to the Sydney Sixers. And we'll see you back here tomorrow for the Thunder and the Heat. Have a great night.
Moves or flats? I should never go to bed early when I'm watching the Big Bash. I did once, and this happened.
Oh, bowled him! Gee, that is a shot from Alex Carey.
Sleep is so overrated. I'm stoked it's back.
You cannot believe what you're seeing.
Huge hits.
Rips another one in the leg side.
Epic screamers.
Can't believe it. That is the best catch you will see.
How about those crowd catches?
That's out. Hang on.
The craziness.
That is absolutely bizarre.
Mouth-watering moments everywhere. The players are the coolest ever. Air Rashid, ready for takeoff.
T20 hat-trick for Rashid Khan.
That's out of here.
Chris Lynn has hit 5 sixes in a row.
Turn it up, Linny. Finchy is a freak.
Oh, Finch this time goes harder.
Maxi, well, he's a machine.
What a shot.
Crank it up, guys. Summer's biggest party is here. The best of the best, BBL 11. The only place you'll see all 61 matches right here on Fox Cricket, baby. Yeah.